Disclaimer, this video is made for an adult audience. Good day, my dear adult fans of Lego Solbrick in the house, and I'm sitting here in my new ride dingo. And in today's video there's going to be a lot of small projects, just some small touch-ups and maintenance in my town. So nothing large enough to motivate a video of its own for each project. For instance, I have this bin with some stickers that I collected over the years and used some of them, and some I haven't used, so I want to use more of them and just to decorate the town a bit more here and there. But I also want to put in this old retro Lego set from my childhood, you can see here on the screen right now, and I want to use the top part for my Deep Sea Explorers company. And it's going to be, the story is going to be like they bought this old crane mobile thing, and they repurposed the crane part. So as you can see, this is a helipad, but we're going to switch it around to a U-boat pad. And I'm going to use this little piece here just so that I can secure my little U-boat or submarine here, so it don't fall off. It's easy. So it's pretty cool, and it's not going to be in this place, so I have to switch some things around here. Remove that part, and we're going to remove this little part and have it, I guess, over here like so. And then we're going to make a base here. I think it will go back here, yeah, or maybe it should be here. Yeah, it's going to be here. And the parrot needs to be moved somewhere else, probably to another building entirely, so it's going to be knocked off. And I'm using these panel pieces for some just more interesting detailed look here. And then this is already on a turntable, so that's going to go down here. And it's of course already yellow, as you can see, so I think that matches the rest of this company's submarines. Now this can be raised or extended like so. Let's just back the camera up a bit and move it over here maybe and see this in action. Oh, it's working so well. Yeah, it is working. This is so much fun. Is it working though? Yeah, it's working. Okay. And then hook that in. And now it's of course attached, so I'm just going to loosen it. It goes this way. Oh, it retracts. That's not good. Maybe it's too heavy. And then we go around, and then you can lower it. And then you need to have people staying clear underneath. But you get the gist of it. So that's pretty cool. I had problems with knowing how to place these, and I could maybe add a second level here or something for one more scuba. I mean one more submarine. I don't know. Perhaps it's not gonna happen today though. So quite happy. Maybe that should be just hanging like this, because it looks fun. Have you heard about Solbrick's channel on the YouTubes? It's that Rebel channel. Yeah, all the cool AFOLs are subscribing, so you better do it yourself. Well, I'm gonna. My method is pretty basic for this. I just spread the stickers out like this, and I have my iPad here logged into my brick set account and just watching what kind of sets I own in the Friends and City themes basically. So for instance, this stickers is for this set, and then I just cross-reference with the instructions to see where the sticker was used, because I don't actually know all the time. And this is used in a pan. Now I don't want to have it in a pan, I want to have it on this plate instead, so it could be something that patron of the pizzeria can be eating, something more healthy looking. So let's try to do this with one hand. No, let's not. Let's put it down. Now the plate is actually a bit larger, but I think this is the best solution. So, looks pretty nice. Actually, I think they're already eating like a salad or something over here, but I might just switch that out. So that's the healthy sailor, and her partner, it's the more unhealthy sailor. But I mean, pizza is basically like salad on bread and some sauce, I guess. But I'm not going to bore you with me trying to find all these parts, but this one is easy. These are for my museum. Maybe it's easier if I just remove this while doing it. Easy peasy. And then the other one. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. Now, I think this, I mean, it added some details. It looks a little bit nicer. It worked the other way as well, but now you can clearly see that this is a museum of old artifacts and valuables and such. Now, this sticker is from the Heart Lake High School set, and I thought it was fitting for my milk vending machine. And on the side here I'm going to place a little keyhole. So this is the panel where the owner of the vending machine can go in and put in new carts of milk and the maintenance and that kind of stuff. And this was placed behind the candy shop here. So let's see, that goes in there. Now this sticker is pretty cool. It even has a hole here so that you can place your minifigs behind and they can pretend being mermaids or sailors. The skin color is a bit unrealistic, of course, because that's some sort of, I don't know, fleshy kind of look. But let's place it in the town area here by the docks. And I've prepared this little boardwalk piece. I mean, maybe it's a stretch to call this a boardwalk, but in my little layout, it pretty much is sufficient as one. And then we're gonna pop that in and have the minifig standing behind here, just admiring the seaside view. And her grandma can take her picture with this nice yellow, pretty rare camera. I mean, that's a decent close-up, I guess. And maybe we can have a baby seal here. And the other one on this side. Kind of hard to place those down, but that's a cute little scene. I mean, isn't it? I think this window section looks pretty nice on the official cake factory in Salon, the only one that's allowed by the state. But since I have this piece now, I want to use that because it's I really like those kind of windows. So let's take this out. And hopefully this will go well. Otherwise there's going to be a cut here. Okay, it was a bit tricky, but now it's in place. I think that looks, I mean, it adds some details to this little joint. So I'm happy with that. And here are some cool street art stickers that I placed into this skateboard half ramp, kind of half pipe ramp, right? So, and I have this fella, he's disguised as a tree log because, well, men aren't allowed in Salon except for the very famous insemination festival. So he's hiding it, but he's in a bit of a pickle here with that brown bear or grizzly bear. And we have the skater girl here. So she might discover this guy and then he's going to be in deep trouble. For my comic book shop that I actually used to work at in real life, I am just going to switch out this panel and put this back here with a knock knock pow sign. So it's just a little bit more fun. Thinking of finding more comic related stuff here. And we used to have a bin outside or a crate with comics, or we had several crates and bins with comics in. So that's going to go down here. I'm just going to remove the tiling so it will be snugly fit there. Now it's a good thing that I did this because I realized that the support here is kind of lacking. Maybe I removed too much when I put in the police station and the fire station here, so gonna have to have a look-see behind here. I needed to rip everything out, but now it's sturdy. I put a beam underneath here that attaches to that, and there are more larger plates underneath here. So now that's back to being sturdy. I was a bit optimistic by how much support that needed underneath. Now I kind of realized that maybe I should have done a separate video, maybe like a half-hour long one, with me just changing that little plate with the tiles on, but I didn't. And let's put it. And whenever I find more of these the comic book covers, or I will add them to that bin, so that's good. I have more laying around somewhere. Now this painter has white paint on that roller, so we're gonna just switch it to, it's not the perfect color, but at least it's more like the one here. It's yellow, so she can be standing here, because I don't really have a lot of white buildings that she can be working on. My hair salon don't really have a lot of details, and this year a new Friends hair salon set came out. I have the old one that has this sign, so that's just gonna go over here because I can't really fit it anywhere else. So that means removing some parts up here, but I think it will add some nice colors to this otherwise rather gray area. Now the question is, should it be up here instead? Maybe like so. Yeah, that looks cool. Pharaoh's Quest was kind of like a spiritual successor to the Adventures line back in 2011, and this is the only set that I own of that, because they sold it for 50% off at City Garage. So I have these pieces that are perfect for my museum, of course. I'm just going to put some cheese slopes on them, so that looks a bit nicer. And that can be on the back wall here. I'm going to make a stand for them. And I just want them to be slightly off center here on this 1x6 stand. So that's why there are jumpers there. Looks pretty nice. And that's the girl that's always cold. So she's having her winter clothes on, even though it's springtime. And we're going to put that back here on the side. And hopefully we'll find more artifacts to place in here later. But that's good for now. Let's place the front in here. Rather smart. For the library, I am going to remove this top part over the door arch, and I'm going to put in this piece. But I'm going to use this replica sticker sheet that it's a sheet, and I'm going to use those books signs. And they look like this. On the back side, it's some kind of vinyl plastic that these are printed on. Great success. Alright, so the sign is in place, and I've just made those little lamps hanging over there. And I just realized that I guess these are supposed to look like hats that wizards have on them in Harry Potter. I think that's pretty fun. It's kind of like the same design as for this witch here. Which witch? This witch? Well, they have the same kind of hat. So that's cool. And I also added a chain piece like that. So we have a better protection for our shrubs. A shrub is a guy who thinks he's fly. He's also known as a basta. But maybe it was a scrub. The main purpose of these chains are actually to help this not to fall over. Oh, it's a wall there. Oh, well, no problem then. And this alarm piece is gonna go in next by the bunk bed here in the sleeping quarter of the fire station. Let's pop that in. So if they're sleeping, it's really easy to wake them up, and they can fast see where the fire or other emergency is. For the propaganda center, I've made some more speakers, 6 of them that are going to be placed in here. So that will look a little bit more fun and detailed, because I mean, propaganda, it's a word that some might consider as something wrong, but it's actually just important information for the people, so they know how to behave and how to think about things and such. So I think that's pretty good stuff, you know. And I mean, let's make sure that nobody misses the information. So, and I will probably I will probably add more of these as time goes by, but this is good for now, I think. Look. You know, in Mad Max Fury Road, where they have that kind of like large speaker truck with a guy hanging from it and playing a guitar. I mean, that's just super fun. So hopefully this will be covered in more of those later on. And I did make this mobile propaganda truck. It's probably an electric one that has speakers on the side, so it can drive around town and advise people on how to behave. And it's based on the Pizza to Go classic set. So that's pretty cool. You can open it like that, because I love me some hinges. So you better behave. I mean, listen to us. And here are the Gravity Games stickers. And I'm going to use them as advertisement for that sport event. So one is going to go down here by the skate park, and the other one is going to be here as a bit of a commercial or advertisement when you come from the airport. And the rest of these pieces, I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna place them. Maybe I'll use them later on. So let's put them in this bin for the time being. Now that's in place. I think that turned out, I mean, it's pretty cool. And on the side here as well. And I want more commercials on this side. Now I only have like the food market down here, the prices of their produce, and the Mount Clutchmore sign. So let's see if I can pop this down here. And I'm going to use this Legoland poster sticker as an advertisement right on the wall side there. Usually they don't like to put stickers over wall sides, but since I have spares of this and it's easy to replace with new sticker sheets, I'm going to do it. The sticker for the carnival is in, and it says August 28 to September 4. So I need to keep that in mind and hopefully have some sort of festival when those dates are in real life. And I also added this sticker for like a circus or something. It's from a Lego Ideas book, but that's a replica sticker. This train station set from 2010 is pretty cool, and I have the stickers here. And I am going to add a second train station underneath the airport. And I'm basically just going to start to put that City News sign on this piece. As you can see, it was there on this panel piece. So this is just a bit of future proofing. I will have a station somewhere underneath here with a lot of nice detail and probably some arch or something. And then I think I will have the Batwoman cave in this corner. And let's see, the city sign should be on this. So that's cool. So that can be in the entrance or something for that future train station. Look at that. Pretty cool. Because I do have this kind of sign over here for this train station, so it's cool if they're a bit different. And let's just I don't know, place it somewhere here so it's a joint subway entrance and a train station. I don't know how that's going to work out. The colors don't really match right now, but we'll work around it. Here's the last item. It's this waste bin, and you can have fires and stuff in that, so that's pretty fun to play around with. And there's going to be like a little alley back here, so I'm just going to pop that in place right now for the time being, because of how this is designed with this overhang and everything. So it needs to be a 4 studs wide alley there. And I really like those kind of, like in comic books, there's always those kind of trash bins in alleys. So all in all, a lot of nice progress with all these signs and stuff. And now this matches that sign that says that the museum is, what is it, 250 meters. So I don't know what that's in inches, but it seems correct. What more did we do? Yeah, we had that alarm in there and speakers and whatnot. I'm not going to go through everything because of, and I really like this. This is so much fun. So somebody should be sitting there and work, I guess. I wonder if this can like hold. Yes, it could hold the mini submarine, the drone submarine. So that's fun. Quite happy with all the progress, and of course that's just a teaser for more to come. That's going to be a super exciting project, I think. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Refrain from the nonsense, stay awesome, and please subscribe.